The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's now time for Ottumwa Softball. Heard right here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. From Houston Field in the City of Bridges, Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Kyle Smith, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It is a Friday night doubleheader for your Ottumwa Bulldogs as they take on the Little Cyclones of Ames High School, and it is also a special weekend for Ottumwa High Softball, as this is the weekend that we celebrate 50 years of the Ottumwa softball program. To the game at hand first, Ottumwa comes in at 2-4, coming off a doubleheader sweep on Monday at the hands of Dowling. Ottumwa had hoped to regain some momentum last night in a key matchup with Des Moines Lincoln, but the weather had other ideas as that doubleheader was rained out before the teams could ever take the field. A makeup date has yet to be announced, so for tonight, all the focus is on facing Ames and putting on a good show for the celebration of 50 years of Ottumwa softball. The Bulldogs' biggest issue on the field right now is their surprising struggle to hit consistently. Despite having 7 returning starters in the lineup, OHS is hitting just .239 as a team, with only one player, Ella Aller, batting over .300 through the first 6 games. Most of the veterans are too good and too experienced for the slump to continue all season, but Ottumwa needs to see the bats heat up soon as they get into the heart of the schedule. In the circle, number 1 starter Ashlyn Sheets has pitched well and is unlucky to be only 1-2 so far. Sheets is averaging just over a strikeout per inning, which bodes well for her as the season moves forward. As for the Little Cyclones of Ames, they are 6-3 this year. Their head coach is Megan Von Barron in her 3rd season with a record of 48-42. Ames is a team that probably feels like they're on the verge of breaking into the Class 5A rankings. They opened with a win over 4A number 12 Creston, suffered 2 one-run losses to Class 5A number 12 Urbandale, and then split a pair with Waukee. Ames has won 5 straight, including the win in Game 2 over Waukee, but the last 4 have been against bottom feeders Des Moines North and Waterloo East. So while they've scored 68 runs in those last 4 games, their numbers feel somewhat inflated at this point. Still, they've averaged nearly 5 runs per game against their quality opponents, so Ottumwa certainly cannot take their lineup lightly. Both pitchers are sophomores who average almost a strikeout per inning, but have also issued nearly 1 walk for every 2 innings, so they can be a bit wild at times. Ottumwa spent a lot of Monday's games at Dowling being too late on fast pitches and too far out in front of the off-speed stuff, so you can expect the Ames pitchers to try to keep OHS similarly off balance tonight. As you may have noticed, we're starting later than we anticipated. We had some thunderstorms and some thunder we could hear in the area, lightning a little too close for comfort, so we delayed the start of the game back from the scheduled 5 o'clock start. Right now scheduled to have first pitch at 5:40. Still more to come on our Bulldog pregame show. We'll take 2 minutes and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs hosting Ames in a doubleheader on this Friday night at Houston Field. These two teams have not met since June 24th of 2020, and despite both being in the CIML forever, Ottumwa went 8 seasons between meetings. After OHS swept a 2012 doubleheader, the two squads didn't face off again until that single game in Ames 3 years ago. Casey Nickerson had 4 hits in the victory, which Ottumwa broke open with a 6-run 6th inning. The game also saw the varsity pitching debut of then freshman Ashlyn Sheets, who faced 2 batters and struck them both out. Going back to 2009, Ottumwa leads the series 7-1 with the lone Ames win coming in 2011. The Bulldogs are sitting at 2-0 in Iowa Alliance South Conference play, tied with Des Moines Lincoln, who's also 2-0. Roosevelt and East are 1-1. Hoover and North are 0-2. Everybody had division games rained out last night, so the division race will stay where it is until at least next week. And, of course, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the 2023 season marks the 50th year of the Ottumwa High softball program, and OHS is celebrating the occasion this weekend. In addition to the ball games tonight, the OHS Alumni Softball Committee has set up a tent here at Houston Field. There's a video and some other displays of the history of the Bulldog program. Then tomorrow, the celebration ceremony begins here at 11 a.m. They'll introduce both the current players and the many alumni who will return. A number of speakers will celebrate the program's rich history of success, and then they'll have an alumni wiffle ball game. The final portion of the celebration will be tomorrow night with a dinner at the Ottumwa Elks Lodge. Social hour begins at 6. The dinner's at 7. The dinner costs just $5. A trivia contest and a selection of speakers will follow to round out the festivities. So we do encourage you to be involved in the celebrations tomorrow. Time now to check the starting lineups for Game 1 tonight. First for the visiting Little Cyclones of Ames. Leading off and playing shortstop, Ellie Lynch. Batting second, the right fielder, Kaylee Mesher. The first baseman, Maya Geffrey, bats third, and the catcher, Kyra Anderson, hits cleanup. Katie Rieselman at third base, batting fifth. Mia Vogel, the designated player, will bat sixth. Nora Morkin is in center field for Ames, Morkin batting seventh. Josie Thielen, the second baseman, bats eighth. Batting ninth is the left fielder, Allie Franzen. And the flex player for Ames is the pitcher, Sydney Smalley. Smalley, as we mentioned, is a sophomore. And on the season, Smalley is 3-1, 5 games, 4 of them starts, 3-1 with a 3.21 ERA, 24 innings pitched, 30 hits allowed, opponents hitting .309 against her, 17 runs, 11 earned, 12 walks, and 22 strikeouts. Those are the Little Cyclones. These are your Ottumwa Bulldogs. Leading off and playing shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. Batting second, the designated player, Sydney Rockhold. Jordan Pauls will catch and bat third. Ashlyn Sheets, the pitcher, will bat cleanup. Ella Aller at second base, batting fifth. Sam Weeks, the first baseman, hits sixth. Maddie Houck in center field, batting seventh. Emma Strayer, the third baseman, bats eighth. Avery Frankie in left field, batting ninth. And the flex player is the right fielder, Ella Thompson. Ashlyn Sheets in her senior year pitching well, not having the results to show for it. 3 starts, 1-2 with a 2.21 ERA. 19 innings pitched, only 13 hits allowed. Opponents hitting just 165 against her. 6 runs given up, all earned, 5 walks, 2 hit batters, and 20 strikeouts in those 19 innings pitched for Ashlyn Sheets. Ames wearing gunmetal gray road jerseys with orange trim around the collar and on the sleeves. Orange lettering Ames on the front trimmed in white. Orange numbers trimmed in white front and back. An Ames High A logo on the left sleeve. Gray pants with the orange trim and white socks. Ottumwa with the red pinstripe jerseys. White lettering Bulldogs across the front. White numbers front and back. White pants with the red trim. Red socks with the white stripes. Time now for the national anthem. 90 seconds and we're back with the opening pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Houston Field. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Kyle Smith, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ashlyn Sheets, the left-handed senior, in the circle for Ottumwa. The defense behind her, Avery Franke in left, Maddie Houck center, Ella Thompson in right, Emma Strayer at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Sam Weeks at first, and Jordan Pauls is behind the plate. 82 degrees at first pitch here in Ottumwa. Skies mostly cloudy, still a raindrop or two falling, but nothing that's going to concern us at this point. Very little wind to speak of after the rain went through. Officially a southeast wind at 8 miles an hour, but surrounded by the trees here at Houston Field, we're not feeling that. Ellie Lynch, Kaylee Mesher, Maya Geffrey, the top three in the Ames order as we get ready for game one. Lynch, the shortstop, a senior, hitting .571. 12 for 21, 4 home runs and 13 driven in. So she has some big numbers. Ames has some big offensive numbers. Their last 4 games were a pair of doubleheaders against Des Moines North and Waterloo East, both of whom are not very good, and they beat them up 68 runs in those 4 games. Ashlyn Sheets should provide a tougher test. First pitch of the ball game is outside, ball one. First pitch at 5:43. Here in the city of Bridges. 1 ball, no strikes. Lefty to righty, Sheets to Lynch. On the outside corner, and we're even at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Ashlyn rocks and fires, and that's well high, 2-1. It's still humid. The rain that came through didn't wipe the humidity out, but it is not as warm as, well, it's not as warm as I thought it was going to be at first pitch, so that's a plus. That pitch downstairs, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter, Ellie Lynch. Kaylee Mesher on deck. The 3-1 from Sheets. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by her, 3-2. One question perhaps for Ames is after 4 games against Des Moines North and Waterloo East, Ashlyn Sheets is a much higher quality of pitcher. How well will they adjust? Here's the 3-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Ashlyn Sheets starts with a strikeout, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa.
Up to bat now, Kaylee Mesher.
One away for the right fielder, Kaylee Mesher, left-handed hitter. Just a sophomore, hitting .455, 10 for 22 with 10 runs batted in. Lefty-lefty matchup here. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. It's a good job by Sheets. She was down on the count, or behind in the count, 3-1 to Lynch. Just went to the hard stuff and blew 2 right by Lynch to get the strikeout. Now the 0-1 to Mesher. Ground ball foul left side, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, top of the first. Good to have you with us. Ottumwa and Ames on a Friday night at Houston Field as the Bulldogs celebrate 50 years of Ottumwa softball. The 0-2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ottumwa rained out last night, would have played Des Moines Lincoln. No makeup date has been set as of yet. Baseball got rained out as well. No varsity baseball tonight for Ottumwa. That pitch lifted in the air down the left field line. Foul landing in the Ottumwa bullpen. We'll do it again at 1-2. Still 1-2 to Kaylee Mesher, the right fielder for the Ames Little Cyclones. Second time we've done a broadcast with Ames involved this summer. Bulldog baseball played at Ames. And there's a little flare out to short caught by Jocelyn Ware for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and here is Maya Geffrey, the first baseman.
Up to bat now, Maya Geffrey.
Pretty obvious that Geffrey's related to the outstanding Geffrey who plays baseball for Ames, who we saw a couple weeks ago. Maya Geffrey is just out of 8th grade, batting third in the Ames order. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Geffrey hitting .467, that's 7 for 15, with a triple and 5 runs batted in. 0-1 to the right-handed batting first baseman. The pitch from Ashland. Ground ball right side, that's through for a hit. A 2-out single as Thompson threw it back into first, but not nearly in time. And the inning will continue for the catcher, Kyra Anderson. Anderson, a junior, hitting .389 with 5 runs batted in. Geffrey at first has not attempted a steal this year. Ames has 26 steals and 27 tries through 9 games, so they will run. That pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. However, 10 of those 26 steals belong to their leadoff hitter, Lynch, so Ottumwa did well to keep her off the bases to start the game. 0-1 to Kyra Anderson. Runner at first, 2 out, top of the first inning for Ames. The pitch, outside, 1-1. Bulldogs start the night 2-4, Ames 6-3. Again, Ames has won 5 in a row, 4 of those against Des Moines North and Waterloo East. 1-1, inside corner, strike 2. Ottumwa's 2 wins are over Des Moines Hoover. Bulldogs have lost to top 5 Southeast Polk and dropped 2 to Dowling on Monday. 1-2 to Anderson. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. Geffrey will stop at second. Back-to-back ground ball singles with 2 out for the Little Cyclones as they mount a threat. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Katie Rieselman. Rieselman, a junior, hitting an even .300, 6 for 20, with 5 runs batted in. Two on, 2 out. Lefty to righty, Sheets to Rieselman. Swing and a miss, 0-1. So far this inning is kind of a depiction of how sometimes softball and baseball, for that matter, can be a matter of luck. In the big leagues, they talk about how a batting average on balls in play is largely influenced by luck. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Sheets got the first 2 outs on a strikeout and a softly hit liner, then gave up 2 ground balls that found holes. If those ground balls are a foot to the left, either of them, they end the inning. Now the 0-2. Outside 1-2. Sheets would like to get another punch out here and remove all doubt. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the first. Ames trying to break through early. Ashland rocks and fires 1-2. Pop foul back over the screen. We'll do it again. That ball will vanish into the trees. Still 1-2. Sheets has the sign. And another 1-2 pitch. Fly ball right center, should be playable. Over is Hauk and drifting with it. The ball carried a bit, but she makes a catch to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left after half an inning. Ames nothing. Your Bulldogs coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced, professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, no score. Ottumwa and Ames. Bulldogs softball tonight on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Ames had 2 hits but no runs in the top half, and now sophomore Sydney Smalley into the circle for the first time this evening. The defense behind her finds Allie Franzen in left, Nora Morkin in center, Kaylee Mesher in right, Katie Rieselman at third, Ellie Lynch at short, Josie Thielen at second, Maya Geffrey at first, and Kyra Anderson behind the plate. Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold, Jordan Paul's the top 3 in the Ottumwa order. That's a bit of a shakeup for the Game 1 lineup. Ottumwa deciding to put Rockhold in there, trying to find a way to get the offense going. Bulldogs as a team hitting just .239 through 6 games. Ware trying to get on track through 6 games. The senior hitting just .190 with a couple of runs batted in. She's hit into some tough luck, but hoping to get the offense started here tonight against Ames. Ware digs in against Smalley. And the first pitch of the bottom of the first is down and in for ball 1. One and 0 to Ware. The next offering, fouled back to the screen, 1 ball, 1 strike. Smalley in 24 innings, 22 strikeouts, nearly a strikeout an inning, but also 12 walks. So a walk every other inning. She can be a little bit wild. Also has allowed opponents to hit .309 against her. 1-1 to Ware. Outside 2-1. Every now and then we still feel a raindrop here, but certainly nothing significant. 2-1 and an illegal pitch is called, so the count goes to 3-1. And our home plate umpire is going to explain why that was an illegal pitch. Walks out to the circle to talk to Smalley, who nods. 3-1 to Jocelyn Ware. Sluggers count for Ware, 3-1. Smalley winds and delivers, and it bounces in there, ball 4. Good start for Ottumwa in the bottom of the first inning, a leadoff walk. That brings up Sydney Rockhold.
Up to bat now, Sydney Rockhold.
Sydney hitting .253 for 12. First pitch, bunt shown, bunts it, good bunt. And fielded by the pitcher. The throw to first, not in time. That ball just rolling a little bit to the right of home plate, far enough out that the catcher, Anderson, couldn't go get it. Smalley had to field it herself, and Rockhold beats it out. Infield hit, first and second, nobody out for Jordan Pauls. Jordan hitting .286, 2 home runs, 5 driven in. Bulldogs trying to get a hot start to this one. Pauls takes a strike, 0-1. 0-1 to the Bulldog catcher. The next offering, fouled back, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pauls. She gets a pitch to drive, she'll drive it, but down on the count 0-2, hoping to at least put the ball in play here and keep the line moving. Ware at second, Rockhold at first. That pitch grounded to short, and the only play to first. It'll be in time as a brief bobble by Lynch meant her only play was to first. That does move the runners to second and third with only 1 out. And the batter, pardon me, is Ashlyn Sheets trying to help her own cause. Bulldog pitcher hitting .278, couple of doubles, 3 RBI. Ware at third, Rockhold at second, 1 down. Sheets takes a pitch well high, ball 1. Ball hasn't left the infield yet. A walk, a bunt single, and a ground out to move the runners. Now the 1-0. Pop foul off the screen right above our heads. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Sheets. Righty to lefty, Smalley's pitch. Bounced in there. Good stop by the catcher, Anderson. Count 2-1 to Sheets. Sheets ready for the 2-1. Bounced in there again, another good stop by Anderson, but it's 3-1 to Sheets. Ella Aller on deck. Three balls, 1 strike. Smalley gets her sign. The pitch. Outside ball 4. Second walk of the inning will load the bases for Ella Aller. Should have a courtesy runner here for Ashlyn Sheets, and once again it'll be Kendra Cole. Aller's been Ottumwa's best hitter so far, hitting .333, a double, a triple, and 3 runs batted in. Bases loaded and only 1 out. No score yet. Dogs trying to break through. First pitch. Well high, ball 1. Popped out of the glove of Anderson, but stayed right at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. No place to put her. A dog at every base. Ware at third, she walked. Rockhold at second, a bunt single. Cole at first, a courtesy runner for Sheets, who walked. Now the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to the Bulldogs' second baseman. The next offering. Driven deep to left. Track. Wall. Gone! Grand slam! Ella Aller! What a start on this Friday night for the Bulldogs. 4-0. How do you celebrate 50 years of Bulldog softball? You start with a first inning grand slam. For Aller, that's her first home run of the year, and it moves her RBI total from 3 to 7. No doubt about the distance on that. The only possible question, would it stay fair? And it did. So here is Sam Weeks. hitting .238 with 3 RBI, left-handed batting first baseman. Base is now clear with 1 away. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. Aller took a 1-1 pitch down the line and left and well gone for a grand slam. Now the 1-0. There's a strike. Ace is wild on the scoreboard, number 11 at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Somewhere Neil Hartz is smiling. 1-1 to Weeks. Smalley's next offering. Up and away, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Righty to lefty the pitch. Off speed, a little looper over the circle, charging the shortstop Lynch, throw to first in time, and there's 2 down. That brings up Maddie Hauk. Maddie hitting .263. She's got a double. She's driven in 3. 2 out, nobody on. 4-0 Ottumwa here in the bottom of the first on the grand slam by Ella Aller. First pitch bunted. Pretty good bunt. Out to pick it up is Lynch. The throw to first in time with the second baseman Thielen covering to retire the side. But Ottumwa gets 4 runs on 2 hits. The grand slam by Aller, nobody left. After 1, Bulldogs 4. Little Cyclones nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, Bulldogs softball brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home, on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa. By Bridge City Realty, your Ottumwa and surrounding area real estate pros for buying or selling property. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. And by Graphics Masters on Albia Road in Ottumwa, across from the BP. Contact them for all your window or auto signage, vinyl decals, wall sayings, custom apparel, and advertisement needs. Ottumwa 4, Ames nothing as the Little Cyclones come to bat here in the top of the second, and there's still a buzz here at Houston Field after the grand slam in the first inning by Ella Aller. Mia Vogel will lead it off for the Little Cyclones, right-handed batting designated player, a senior, hitting .389 with 5 RBI. Open stance in their right-handed batter's box. First pitch from Ashlyn Sheets in there for a strike, 0-1. Both teams have 2 hits. Ames had a pair of 2-out singles in the top of the first. But Ottumwa got two walks and a bunt single to load the bases, and then Aller cleared him with the grand slam. The 0-1. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Fouled back, we'll do it again at 0-2. Still 0-2 to Mia Vogel. Sheets spins the ball on her hip, winds and delivers. Ground ball back up the middle, base hit. Third hit for the Little Cyclones. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Nora Morkin. Morkin, a sophomore, hitting .389, a double, a triple, and 5 driven in. And we're going to get a pinch runner here for the designated player. pinch runner is Katie Nye, who's just out of 8th grade. So runner at first, nobody out for Nora Morgan, the center fielder. Check swing and a foul back to the screen. And the count 0-1. And Morgan hitting .389, 5 RBI. The 0-1 on the outside corner, 0-2. Sheets has been getting ahead of everybody but the first hitter of the game, Lynch, who she ended up striking out. But all 3 base hits have come with Sheets ahead in the count. She's ahead of Morgan here, 0-2. Nye, the pinch runner at first, and nobody out. That pitch popped up right side. Weeks over for a look, but it's over the first base dugout and out of play. Still 0-2. Kate Nye, again, the runner at first, has not attempted a steal yet this year. Another 0-2 pitch. High, 1-2. Ottumwa leading 4-0 here in the top of the second. Ames has their leadoff hitter on. Number 7 batter, Morgan at the plate. Josie Thielen on deck. The 1-2, way high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sheets has the sign. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's out number 1. Second strikeout for Ashlyn Sheets, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Here is the second baseman, Josie Thielen. Sophomore, just 111 at the plate so far, 2 for 18 with 4 runs batted in. Now 1 on, 1 out. First pitch, swing and a miss. Chased a rise ball, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the number 8 hitter in the Ames order, Josie Thielen. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss again, 0-2. Jordan Pauls came up and made a snap throw down to first. It wasn't in time. Nye, the runner at first, with a little bit of a smile as she had to dive back in. 0-2 to Thielen. Ashlyn rocks and fires. Up high, couldn't get her to chase a high one again, 1-2. Ashlyn gets the sign, tells the rubber. Now her 1-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen as Thielen manages to get a piece of that one. Still 1-2. Mandy in the dugout gives the next sign. Still 1-2. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch popped up back to the screen again. Thielen not making a lot of contact, but just enough to stay in the at-bat. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out, top of the second inning. Ottumwa 4, Ames nothing. Another 1-2. Pop up, left side, and in foul territory behind the bag at third. Emma Strayer, the third baseman, with the catch, 2 down. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Allie Franzen. Franzen, a senior. 4 for 8 on the season. She's driven in 4. Left-handed batter. First pitch. Runs up on it, pitches high, ball 1. Not 100% sure who is in the lineup that would be replacing a regular. But Ireland Buss, a senior who had played in all 9 games, is not in the lineup tonight, and I believe it looked like she had a brace on her throwing wrist. So Ames is down at least 1 starter due to injury tonight. That pitch grounded past the circle, and it hits the second base bag and bounces off the shoulder of Jocelyn Ware. An infield hit for Franzen. And that'll bring up their best hitter, Ellie Lynch, with 2 on and 2 out. Stopping at second is Nye. Lynch struck out looking to start the game. Ottumwa leading 4-0, but Ames now out hitting Ottumwa 4-2. First pitch to Lynch. Fouled back 0-1. 4 ground ball hits for Ames over the first 2 innings. Every time they've hit a ground ball, it's found an opening. I thought maybe Ware was going to make the play on that last ground ball, but it hit the second base bag and bounced up off her shoulder. The 0-1. Outside, ball dropped, and for a moment, Nye thought about running and then stopped as Pauls picked it up. Count even at a ball and a strike to Lynch. Nye almost got herself in no man's land between second and third there. One ball, 1 strike. Lefty to righty, Sheets to Lynch. Up and in, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Ottumwa with the 4-0 lead. Ames trying to cut into that here. 2 out top of the second. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Sheets 1 strike away from getting out of it. She got out of a first and second 2-out jam in the first inning. Trying to do the same here in the second inning. The 2-2 pitch. Pop foul back to the screen. Will do it again. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Ellie Lynch. 4 home runs, 13 RBI on the season. Another 2-2 pitch. Up high, 3-2. The right fielder, Kaylee Mesher, on deck if the inning continues. 3-2, 2 out. Nye at second, Franzen at first. They will leave the bags once the ball leaves Ashlyn Sheets' hand. The 3-2. Pop foul off to the right. That'll curl out of play. We'll do it again. Still 3-2 to Lynch. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ellie Lynch stands in for Ames. Kate Nye at second, Allie Franzen at first. The pitch, pop foul over the screen to the right again. Good battle here between a couple of seniors. Ashlyn Sheets for Ottumwa, Ellie Lynch for Ames. Still 3-2. The payoff. Low, ball 4, they are loaded. And the batter is Mesher, who popped out to short her first time up. Nye to third, Franzen to second. Mesher likely not a home run threat, but knows how to get the bat on the ball, has 10 RBI, second on the team. Bases loaded, the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. No place to put her. Kate Nye at third, Allie Franzen at second, Ellie Lynch at first. Now the 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Ashlyn Sheets trying to get out of this jam. Bases loaded, 2 down in the second. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Ashland has her next sign. The 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. And again, Sheets one strike away from getting out of it. Two and two to Mesher. The pitch. Pop foul back to the screen again. See, just in the first 2 innings, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 times Ames has fouled off a pitch with 2 strikes. Still 2 and 2 with the bases loaded to Mesher. The pitch. Fly ball foul off to the left out of play. That's going to maybe go right out the gate. Still 2 and 2. Sheets trying to find that pitch that'll put this inning to bed. Another 2-2. Low, 3 and 2. Well, we've gone as far as we can go. Bases loaded, 2 out, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 ends the inning. Ball 4 means a run. Three and 2. The payoff pitch. Fly ball to center, shallow. That is going to drop for a hit. 1 run is in. The throw to the plate, not in time. Throw to third. Safe at third. 2 runs home, and Ames has cut the Ottumwa lead in half. It's 4-2. A 2-run bloop single for Kaylee Mesher. Nye scored easily from third. Franzen from second. Lynch just in ahead of the throw from Pauls at third, and Mesher to second on the throw. And the batter Maya Geffrey, who singled her first time up. Second and third 2 out, and suddenly another base hit could tie this game. First pitch. Ground ball to first. Off of Weeks, but it ricochets right to Aller. Throws it back to Weeks in time to retire the side, and Ottumwa breathes a sigh of relief on your typical 3-4-3 put out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Bulldogs lead 4-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. By William Penn University, the place to widen your potential. Daytime, online, and evening classes begin every 8 weeks. Visit wmpenn.edu for more information. And by Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Ottumwa 4, Ames 2 as the Bulldogs come to bat in the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs got a first inning grand slam from Ella Aller. Ames got a 2-out, bases loaded 2-run single from Kaylee Mesher. 8, 9, and 1 to up for the Dogs. Strayer, Frankie, and Ware. Emma Strayer is 1 for 3 on the season so far. First pitch from Sydney Smalley bounces in there, ball 1. Bulldogs loaded the bases in the first inning on 2 walks and a bunt single, and then Aller cleared him with the grand slam. Now the 1-0. High drive down the line in left towards the corner. Track, wall, gone! Solo home run, Emma Strayer, and the Dogs lead 5-2. Second home run of the ball game for Ottumwa. Strayer's first home run and RBI of the year. And Ottumwa leads by 3. So there's an immediate answer to the 2 Ames runs. And for Ottumwa in the early going, the ball is flying out of Houston Field.
Up to bat now, Avery Frankie.
So here's Avery Frankie. And this kind of surprised me because according to the numbers, Avery's still looking for her first hit of the year. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. Now that may be just a difference of opinion in scoring. I could have sworn I had Frankie down for at least a hit or 2 over the first 6 games. But maybe something is ruled an error instead of a hit. There's a foul back and the count even at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to the Bulldog number 9 hitter, Avery Frankie. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. 5-2 Ottumwa here in the top of the second. Strayer led off the inning with a solo home run to left. Now the 1-2. Ground ball, slowly third base side, foul. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Still 1-2 to Frankie. Bases empty, nobody out. A run home for Ottumwa here in the second inning on the Strayer home run. The pitch popped foul to the right and out of play. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Frankie digs back in. Jocelyn Ware on deck, top of the order after this at-bat. Another 1-2 from Smalley. Off speed in there, called strike 3 for out number 1. First strikeout for Sydney Smalley. So here is Ware, who walked and scored in the first inning. By the way, keeping an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard, the Iowa baseball team opening play tonight in the first round of the NCAA baseball tournament, taking on North Carolina. Ware fouls it back to the right off the screen, 0-1. Iowa is the 2 seed in the regional being hosted by Indiana State. The Hawkeyes are the home team. Carolina the 3 seed in that region. One out, nobody on, the 0-1 to Ware. Little flare down the right field line, twisting foul and just out of the reach of the first baseman, Geffrey. Count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Ware. The pitch, off speed, hit in the air, down the left field line, shallow, coming over towards the line and making the catch is Franzen for out number 2. That'll bring up Sydney Rockhold, a bunt single and a run scored in the 4-run first. Major League Baseball scoreboard on this Friday night. A few games underway. They're already going to the 8th inning in Cincinnati. Brewers and Reds tied at 3 as Rockhold swings and misses strike 1. Bottom of the 3rd in Miami, the Marlins lead the A's 2-0. Bottom of the 1st in Washington, no score, Phillies and Nationals. Top of the 2nd in Pittsburgh, no score, Cardinals and Pirates. And Rockhold fouls this one back 0-2. A couple of games are in a rain delay. Rays at the Red Sox and Blue Jays at the Mets being delayed, so some rainy weather on the East Coast tonight. And several games have yet to start. We'll get to that maybe in a moment. The 0-2 to Sydney, downstairs 1-2. Cubs are in San Diego tonight to take on the Padres. Mariners travel to the Rangers. Angels at the Astros. Twins hosting the Guardians. Royals home to the Rockies. White Sox welcome the Tigers. Braves at the Diamondbacks. Yankees at the Dodgers. 1-2 to Rockhold is hit in the air to center. Pretty well hit, but over to her right to make the catch is the center fielder Morgan. And the side is retired. Ottumwa 1 run on 1 hit. The home run by Strayer. Nobody left. We go to the 3rd. Dogs 5. Little Cyclones 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Ottumwa 5, Ames 2, Bulldogs softball tonight on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and surrounding areas. By Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider now in Wapello County. Go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to purchase fiber internet at your home. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Ames here in the third inning. Kyra Anderson, Katie Rieselman, and presumably Mia Vogel, who was pinch run for in her deep B spot her first time up. First pitch to Anderson, low and away, ball one. Anderson singled her first time up. One and 0 the count. The next offering from Ashland, fouled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Kyra Anderson. The next offering, fouled back again, 1 and 2. Sheets has been ahead of nearly every hitter tonight. But Ames has fouled off, by my count, 11 pitches with 2 strikes. Sheets hoping to avoid more of those here. Ahead of Anderson, 1 and 2. Top of the third. Ottumwa leading 5-2. Now the 1-2. Fly ball down the right field line, twisting into foul territory, long run, and just out of the reach of Ella Thompson. Into that bullpen area, still 1 and 2. Ella Aller also giving pursuit. But that ball just kept turning as we're looking right down where I'm sitting, looking right down the first base line. That ball just kept turning right, and would not stay up there long enough. Still 1 and 2. And the pitch lined, caught by the first baseman Weeks for out number 1. Soft line drive. Weeks actually had time to double clutch on that and make the catch. That brings up Katie Rieselman, who flew out to center her first time up. First pitch from Ashland. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The next offering from Ashland bounces in there, 1-1. Sheets has struck out 2 and walked 1. She's given up 5 hits, 4 of them ground balls, and 1 of them a bloop single to center. That blooper scored 2 runs. Ashland leans in, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Sheets brings it home, and a check swing foul off the bat keeps it at 1 and 2. Still 1-2 to Katie Rieselman, the third baseman for the Little Cyclones. 5-2 Ottumwa. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. Third strikeout for Ashlyn Sheets, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 2 out, nobody on. And the batter is Mia Vogel.
Up to bat now, Mia Vogel.
And being reinserted at the DP spot after being pinch run for in the second inning. She had a leadoff single that inning. If she is pinch run or pinch hit for again, she would be out of game 1. Two out, nobody on, top 3, and the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Vogel. Ottumwa 5 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Ames 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Sheets trying to put together her first 1-2-3 inning. Now the 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Ames out hitting Ottumwa, but all 5 of their hits are singles. 4 ground balls and 1 blooper. Ottumwa has a bunt single and 2 home runs. The grand slam by Aller in the first. The solo shot by Strayer in the second. Now the 1-1. Bounced in there, 2-1. Bulldogs, by the way, in the bottom of this third inning will have Paul, Sheets, and Aller due up. Ashland's 2-1, fouled back off the screen. And the count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sheets spins the ball on her hip. And the 2-2 pitch. Low, 3-2. Nora Morgan on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Up and in, ball 4. 2-out walk keeps the inning going. Second walk issued by Ashland. And the batter is Nora Morgan, who struck out her first time up. Bulldogs still leading 5-2. Here in the top of the third. First pitch. High, ball 1 to Morgan. Vogel at first with 2 down. Boy, Ashland has thrown a lot of pitches tonight. This will be her 78th pitch. And it's popped up foul right side. That's going to be out of the reach of Ella Aller over towards the fence. Foul ball. 1-1. One and 1 to Nora Morgan. Ames has certainly seen a lot of pitches through 3 innings. Really 2 2/3 at this point. The 1-1. In there for a strike, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 down, top of the third. The 1-2 from Sheets. A little liner over first base. That's going to be a diving attempt by Ella Aller. She couldn't catch it, trapped it, and when she got up, had no play. It's a bloop single for Morgan. Vogel stops at second. Aller's attempt there at least kept Vogel from going to third. But for the third straight inning, Ames gets 2 on with 2 out. Sheets got out of it in the first inning, ended up giving up 2 runs in the second. Now here's Thielen, who fouled out to third her first time up. First pitch, up and in, ball 1. 4 ground ball singles and 2 bloop singles for Ames in this game. Now, a couple of ground balls were hit pretty hard, but if they'd been a foot either way, they'd have been right at a fielder. That pitch is a strike, 1-1. One and one to Thielen, 2 on, 2 out. Top of the third, Ottumwa leading 5-2, but Ames keeps putting together these 2-out threats. The 0-1. Fouled back, 1-2. Scoreboard says 0-2. It is 1-2. The first pitch missed. One ball, 2 strikes. Sheets trying to get out of this third inning with no damage. The pitch. Liner caught by Aller at second, and the side is retired. So the hardest hit ball of the inning turns out to be the final out. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. Go to the bottom of the third. Dogs 5, Little Cyclones 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa 5, Ames 2. Bulldog softball brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat, and by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Bulldogs with the 5-2 lead, 3, 4, and 5 to up in the order. Paul, Sheets, and Aller. NCAA baseball tournament score. Going to the bottom of the second, Iowa 2, North Carolina nothing. Good start for the Hawkeyes at the Diamond of Indiana State. Here's Jordan Pauls, grounded out her first time up, and fouls it off to the right out of play 0-1. Pauls has 2 home runs on the season. She's already watched Aller and Strayer go deep and probably thinking, I'd like to get a hold of one of those. 0-1 here. Next offering from Sydney Smalley. Off speed, low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Five runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Dogs. 2-6-0 for the Little Cyclones. Pitch bounces in there, 2-1 to Pauls. Number 21 with the 2-1 count. The next offering. Grounded sharply out to second. Backhand stop by Thielen. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Paul's hit it hard. But there's a little bit of that luck I was talking about earlier. Ashlyn Sheets has given up hard hit ground balls that have not been right to her infielders. There, Smalley gives up a hard hit ground ball to Pauls, but it's right at Thielen. Ashlyn Sheets walked in the first inning. Her courtesy runner, Cole, scored on the grand slam. Sheets takes a pitch up high here, ball 1. One 1-0 to the Bulldog pitcher. The next offering from Smalley, swung on and missed. Late on that one was Sheets, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, off speed upstairs, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the third, Dogs up 5-2. 2-2 to Ashlyn Sheets. The pitch. Pot foul back to the left off the screen. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Pitch on the way. Sheets pops it foul right above my head, up off the screen. Still 2-2. Still 2-2 to Sheets. The pitch. Little pop up to short. Underneath it is Lynch, makes the catch 2 down. As Sheets trying to protect the plate with 2 strikes, might have reached for that off-speed pitch a little bit. Here's Ella Aller. Started the game off in style with a grand slam in the first inning. Two out, nobody on for her here in the second inning. The pitch from Smalley, lined into right field over towards the line and over the head of the right fielder Mesher. Around first is Aller on her way to second. She will slide in with a 2-out double. So Aller keeps the bat red hot. And Sam Weeks with an RBI opportunity. Weeks grounded to short her first time up.
Up to bat now, Sam Weeks.
Aller at second, 2 down. And the pitch to Weeks. Outside corner strike, 0-1. Sam digs back in. Trying to drive in Aller and give Ottumwa a 4-run lead again. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Sam now trying to protect the plate. The pitch up high, 1-2. One and two to the Bulldog first baseman. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. The ball in the dirt, but picked up by Anderson and thrown to first. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the fourth. Ottumwa 5, Ames 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Cassandra Brewer, clerical lead at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. If you're looking for a local provider to handle you and your family's healthcare needs, consider Mercy One Ottumwa. From pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between, we are here for you year-round to assist you in your healthcare needs. We also offer our quick care walk-in clinic with no appointment necessary, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4:30. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fourth inning, it has been a stressful game for pitchers so far. Ottumwa leading Ames 5-2. Ashlyn Sheets has allowed 2 runs on 6 hits through 3 innings. She has struck out 3 and walked 2. She's been ahead of nearly every hitter, but a lot of 2-strike foul balls by Ames. And the 6 hits, all singles. But Ames has had 2 on with 2 out in every inning. They managed to turn the second inning into a pair of runs. Ottumwa loaded the bases in the first inning, got a grand slam from Ella Aller, then a solo home run from Emma Strayer in the second. But since that home run leading off the bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa has seen Sydney Smalley retire 6 out of 7. 9-1-2 to up for Ames here in the fourth. Franzen, Lynch, and Mesher. Franzen singled and scored in the second inning. First pitch here shows bunt. Bunts at it and misses. Strike 1. No balls and a strike to the Ames left fielder, Allie Franzen. Sheets brings it home, and a swing and a miss. Tried to run up on it. Could not make contact, 0-2. This is the 15th batter out of the 18 that have come to the plate so far that's gotten to a 2-strike count. The 0-2, outside 1-2. Ashland has had almost no trouble getting ahead of hitters in this game, but Ames has made it very difficult for her to finish off at-bats. Now 1-2 to Franzen. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's out number 1. Fourth strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Top of the order, Ellie Lynch, who has struck out and walked. First pitch. Ground ball to short. Ware plays the big hop. Throw to first in time. 2 down. So for the third time in 4 innings, Sheets has retired the first 2 hitters. And now she can retire Kaylee Mesher. She'll have her first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Mesher has popped out and hit a 2-run single. First pitch. Off speed in there for a strike, 0-1. One to the left-handed batting, Kaylee Mesher. Sheets brings it home. And a ground ball to third, fielded by Strayer. Throw to first, and the inning's over. A good 1-2-3 inning for Ashland Sheets. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Dogs 5, Little Cyclones 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Ottumwa 5, Ames 2. Sydney Smalley, the sophomore, still in the circle for the Little Cyclones, has retired 6 of the last 7 batters she's faced after giving up the solo home run to Emma Strayer, leading off the 2nd inning. It'll be Maddie Hauk, Emma Strayer, and Avery Frankie, 7, 8, 9 to up for the Dogs here in the 4th. Check that. We're going to get a pinch hitter for Maddie Hauk. Kaysen Thompson will hit for Hauk here, leading off the bottom of the 4th. Thompson on the year hitting .267 with a couple of runs batted in. So Thompson will stand in against Sydney Smalley. First pitch, high, ball 1. NCAA baseball, they're in the 3rd inning in Terre Haute, Indiana. Iowa now leading North Carolina 3-0. One 1-0 here to Kaysen Thompson. The pitch, up and away, 2-0. Bulldogs ahead 5-2, a grand slam in the 1st inning by Ella Aller, a solo home run in the 2nd by Emma Strayer. That pitch misses, and the count is 3-0 to Kaysen Thompson. Again, pinch hitting for Maddie Hauk. There's a lot of familiar faces to Ottumwa softball fans over the years sitting behind me tonight as that pitch is inside, ball 4. Thompson draws a 4-pitch walk. Tonight and tomorrow is the celebration of 50 years of Ottumwa softball. And now Maddie Hauk will re-enter the game to run for Thompson, who drew the walk. So Houck's at first, and here is Strayer, who hit a 1-0 pitch over the left field fence for her first home run of the year in the second inning. Smalley, after issuing the 4-pitch walk, brings this pitch home, and it's a strike at the letters 0-1. No balls and a strike to Strayer. The next offering. That's a strike at the letters 0-2. And 2, Emma digs back in. The pitch, way high, 1-2. Houck at first leads Ottumwa in stolen bases. She's got 4 on the year. Bulldogs have only stolen 8 through 6 games. Now the 1-2. Chopper slowly left side. The third baseman throws to first, and it bounces away all the way to the fence. Houck around third, and she'll put on the brakes. And we'll have runners at second and third with nobody out as Rieselman one-hop that throw past the first baseman Geffrey and all the way to the fence past the Ames dugout, first base side, first error of the game, and it could prove very beneficial for Ottumwa. Second and third, nobody out. Here's Avery Frankie. Frankie called out on strikes her first time up. First pitch. Showed bunt, pulled the bat back, the pitch missed, and it's ball 1. Infield creeping in for Ames. Second and third, nobody out for Ottumwa, already leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0. Popped up back behind the plate and off the screen, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Frankie. The pitch. Pitch way high off the catcher's glove. Coming down the line and sliding in safely is Houck. And it is 6-2. Down to third goes Strayer. Not sure if you call that a wild pitch or a pass ball. It was a very high pitch that the catcher, Kyra Anderson, could not squeeze. We'll go wild pitch. 2-1 to Frankie. Now a runner at third and nobody out and a run home. Bulldogs back to the 4-run lead they had when Aller hit the home run in the first inning. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. Fouled back, 2-2. Two and 2 to number 2, Avery Frankie. Jocelyn Ware on deck. The pitch. Upstairs, 3-2. Frankie trying to keep the line moving here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Strayer at third, nobody out. The pitch. High, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Let's see if Ottumwa can take advantage of the gifts they're being given here in the 4th inning. A walk, an error, and a walk. A wild pitch scoring a run. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And here is Ware, who's walked and scored and flied out to left. Maybe a chance to really break this game wide open. Up 6-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch. Bunts it. Good bunt. Back to the pitcher. And everybody's going to be safe as Smalley and Anderson, pitcher and catcher, looked at each other for a moment. Anderson finally picked it up and was just looking Strayer back to third.
Up to bat, Sydney Rockhold.
It'll be interesting to see whether or not they give Ware a hit or call that a fielder's choice. But the bases are loaded, and here's Sydney Rockhold, who singled and scored in the first, flew out to center in the second. Infield in. Pitch way outside, ball 1. No place to put her. A Bulldog at every base. Strayer at third, Frankie at second, Ware at first. Time called, and the catcher Anderson going back to the dugout and may have an equipment issue, maybe with her glove. She's actually taken the glove she was wearing and tossed it over the fence. And they're going to try to find a different catcher's mitt for her. They have not put a hit on the board, so if it's not a hit, then you got to give Ware a sacrifice and then a fielder's choice, because the bunt did move Frankie to second. So now we'll get a couple of warm-up pitches, or at least one warm-up pitch, so Anderson can test the new glove. Seems to suit her needs. And now Rockhold stands in, bases loaded, and a 1-0 count, nobody out, bottom of the fourth. The pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Bases loaded, nobody out, a run already home for Ottumwa here in the fourth, leading 6-2. The 1-1. Liner over the second baseman's head into right field, base hit. One run is in. Around third is Frankie on the way to the plate. The throw is too late. It gets away. Both runners will advance. 8-2 Ottumwa. Second and third, still nobody out. Rockhold with a 2-run single. Strayer scoring easily from third. Frankie from second. Ware was going to stop at second, but then the first baseman, Geffrey, turned around and threw to the plate after cutting off the throw from right field, and the throw got away, so that allows runners to go to second and third. That'll be an error, the second of the inning on Ames. Strayer's run unearned if you're scoring at home because she reached on an error. And now second and third, still nobody out. The batter will be Jordan Pauls, but first, a conference in the circle as Ames head coach Megan Von Barren is trying to settle down her troops. Jordan Pauls is grounded to short and grounded to second. She'd like to get something in the air right here. Second and third, still nobody out. 8-2 Ottumwa here in the bottom of the fourth. The Bulldog bats coming to life. Early and often. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 so far here in the third. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. You can tell they're trying to keep the ball down in the zone to Jordan. 8 home runs last year, 2 already this year. They know she has the threat to clear the bases at any time. But Ottumwa has 2 home runs already today from Aller and Strayer, the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Pauls digs back in. Ware at third, Rockhold at second. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2, and I think Jordan wants that pitch back. Swung right through it. 1-2 to Pauls. Pitch on the way. Ground ball to short. Lynch's only plays to first. The throw bounces away. Safe is Pauls. Scoring is Ware. Pauls will still get an RBI. Ware would have scored anyway. Third error of the inning on Ames. And also on that throw in the dirt, Rockhold able to take third. 9-2. Lexi Ferguson will be the courtesy runner for Jordan Pauls. And here is Ashlyn Sheets, who's walked and popped out, 0 for 1. Runners on the corner, still nobody out. And Sheets lifts it in the air down the line and left. It's going to land foul just out of the reach of Franzen. A great effort by the left fielder there diving into the Ottumwa bullpen, but could not reach that foul ball, and it's 0-1 to Ashland. We reached 7 o'clock, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM KBIZ Ottumwa. Good to have you with us, either on the air or on the live video stream. Ottumwa in control right now. Their second 4-run inning of the game so far. They lead Ames 9-2. Runners on the corners and still nobody out. Now the 0-1 to Sheets. In there for a strike, 0-2. Kaysen Thompson pinch hit, led off the inning with a walk. Maddie Hauk reinserted a run for her. Emma Strayer reached on an error. A run scored on a wild pitch. Avery Frankie walked. Jocelyn Ware laid down a bunt. Everybody was safe to load the bases. Sydney Rockhold a 2-run single. And there's a fly ball again down the line and left, twisting foul and out of the reach. Still 0-2. After the Rockhold 2-run single and an overthrow put runners at second and third. Jordan Pauls hit a grounder to short. It scored a run, and then the throw to first bounced away, allowing Pauls to reach on an error. There's been 3 errors in the inning. Only 1 hit. 4 runs home. It's still 2 on and nobody out. Count is still 0-2 to Sheets. The pitch. Down and in. 1-2. Ella Aller on deck, who already has a grand slam and a double. Now the 1-2. Check swing foul. Mandy Moore with a kick save over there in the third base coaching box. Still 1-2. Sheets will dig back in again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, bounces away from the catcher. Coming down the line and scoring is Rockhold. To second, now raced down, caught up between second and third, but getting back to second is Ferguson. Wild pitch makes it 10-2. Catcher Anderson tried to just pick up the ball and blindly throw it behind her to the plate, hoping Smalley would be there. The throw was offline and back out into the infield. For a moment, Ferguson thought about taking third, but Smalley able to pick up the ball and Ferguson retreated. 2-2 to Sheets. Runner at second, nobody out. The pitch. Foul ball at the plate, and Ashland stays alive. That's 3 foul balls with 2 strikes for Sheets, and she's giving Ames a little bit of their own medicine. Ames has probably fouled off 15 pitches with 2 strikes with Sheets in the circle. Still 2-2. The pitch. In the dirt. Good stop by Anderson, but the count full to Sheets at 3-2. Again, Aller on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Fly ball to left, but it's right at Franzen, who makes the catch for out number 1. Now the throw back in gets away, and just in safely under the tag at third is Ferguson. Ames can't believe it. I am not sure how that ball got away. It's a routine flyout. I was looking down to write it down. I look up and the ball is over by the Ottumwa dugout. Lynch is picking it up and throwing it back to third. Base umpire said that Ferguson got in under the tag. Ames head coach Megan Von Barren is discussing the call with the umpire, but, well, he's going to go discuss things with the plate umpire, and we'll see if anything changes. If it stands, Ferguson's at third with 1 out for Aller. Now they're going to overturn the call and say Ferguson is out. Wow. Don't normally see that. So I guess that's a 6-5 put out after the errant throw was picked up. 2 down bases empty for Aller, who was homered and doubled. A home run, a grand slam in the first inning. 10-2 Ottumwa. 5 runs home in the inning, 2 out, nobody on. First pitch. Downstairs to Aller, ball 1. Bulldogs with 4 in the first, 1 in the second, and 5 here in the fourth inning. Ames got 2 in the second. They've left 6 on base. Ella takes an off-speed pitch for a strike, and the count even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next offering. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Aller's 3 for 3 and is a triple away from the cycle. And that'll bring up Sam Weeks, the 9th batter of the inning. Weeks is grounded out and struck out 0 for 2. See if Sam can put a charge into 1 here. Aller at first with 2 down. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Each team with 6 hits, but Ottumwa leading 10-2. The 0-1. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Weeks. And a liner to left down the line. That is a fair ball. Aller racing for third, and they're going to have to put up the stop sign. It's an opposite field double for Weeks. Second and third, the Dogs have batted around. Now we come back to Maddie Hauk's spot. She was pinch hit for to start this inning. Kaysen Thompson walked. Hauk then re-entered and scored, and now Maddie will take this at bat. Grounded out her first time up. Second and third. Ottumwa leading 10-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Inside ball 1. Those runners might be very important to the way this game ends. Ottumwa's up 8 here in the fourth. You put those 2 runs home, you're up 10 suddenly, and then you go to the top of the 5th inning needing just 3 outs to end game 1. The 1-0. Inside corner, strike 1. Bulldogs now with 7 hits. Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. The pitch to Maddie. Outside corner, strike 2. Two and 2 to Hauk. Base hit could score 2. Aller at third, Weeks at second. The pitch. Fouled back, and Maddie will stay alive at 2 and 2. Still 2 and 2 to the Bulldogs center fielder. Smalley brings it home, and it's high, 3 and 2 with Emma Strayer on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. 10-2 Ottumwa, second and third, 2 out, bottom 4th. The payoff to Hauk. Pop up behind the plate and unable to reach it is the catcher Anderson as she was trying to go through the umpire. Ball lands untouched, and Hauk will get a new life still at 3 and 2. Still 3 and 2 to Maddie. Again, the payoff. High, ball 4. Fourth walk issued by Smalley, and here's Strayer. Homered in the second inning, a solo shot. Reached on an error and scored earlier in this 4th inning. Emma, the 11th batter of the inning. Bases loaded again. Now with 2 away. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Snap throw down to third, not in time. Count 0-1 to Strayer. Aller diving back in at third. Aller is absolutely covered in dirt at this point. Here's the 0-1. High, 1-1. You wouldn't think Emma's jersey would be that dirty considering her first time up she hit a grand slam and just trotted around the bases, but she dove back into third there. She made a diving attempt behind the bag at first, playing second base earlier in this game. Now the 1-1. High, 2-1, no place to put her. And, of course, that dirt is a little damper than usual because of the rain we had that delayed the start of our game. Add it up, and you're going to need the extra strength laundry detergent for the jerseys tonight for both teams. 2-1 to Strayer. The pitch. High and away, 3-1. Ball 4 would mean the 11th run of the game for Ottumwa. They lead 10-2. Bases loaded, 2 out. Strayer's already gone deep once in this game. Will she get another one to drive right here? 3-1. The pitch. Outside corner, 3-2, and we've gone as far as we can go. Bases loaded, 2 out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4 is a run. Strike 3 ends the inning. Base hit could score multiple runs. 3-2. The payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4, and it's 11-2, an RBI bases loaded walk for Strayer. Scoring is Aller. That's an unearned run. Weeks to third. Hauk to second. And instead of Avery Frankie, the batter will be Aaron Ward.
Up to bat, Aaron Ward.
Ward hitting .500. That's 3 for 6 with a home run and 2 driven in. First pitch to Ward. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And now all 3 runners on base could potentially end this game if they come home. Ottumwa now up 9. If they go up 12 in this inning, if they get to 14, the game's over. And that's the 3 runners on base. The 0-1. High, 1-1. Weeks at third. Hauk at second. Strayer at first. Ward, the 12th batter of the inning. 6 runs home. The 1-1. Low and away, 2-1. And if Aaron were to connect for her second home run of the year, that would end the game. And before the 2-1 pitch, the second baseman Thielen comes in to talk to the pitcher Smalley and try to calm her down a bit. Aaron Ward with a 2-1 count. Sophomore getting her 7th at-bat of the season. Bases loaded. Now the 2-1 pitch. High, 3-1. Haven't seen anybody warming up for Ames. Their other pitcher's also a sophomore. It's Thielen, actually, who's the second baseman. The 3-1 pitch to Ward. In the dirt, ball 4, and it is 12-2. Bases loaded walk for Ward, her 3rd RBI of the year. 3 walks in a row. Weeks scores another unearned run. Hauk to third, Strayer to second. And Ames head coach Megan Von Barron out of the dugout again, and that might be it for Smalley here with Ware due up. Avery Frankie will re-enter to run for Ward. Don't yet know if they're changing pitchers here. Von Barron still just talking, and it looks like they're going to leave Sydney Smalley in the game. So Ware will bat. Ware walked and scored in the first, flew out in the second, laid down a bunt and reached on a fielder's choice. Later came around to score earlier this inning. 12-2 Ottumwa. So as it stands now, even if the inning ends right here, Ottumwa would just need 3 outs without a run scoring in the top of the 5th to win on the run rule in 5. But if 2 more runs score this inning, the game will end right here. First pitch. Fouled straight back 0-1, and Jocelyn wants that pitch back. Just skinned it back to the screen. 0-1 to the Bulldogs shortstop. Bases loaded, 2 out. The 0-1. Popped it up right side. The first baseman underneath it. Geffrey makes the catch And the side is retired. Ottumwa puts 7 on the board, but they will have to at least play another half inning. They lead 12-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning, Ottumwa has broken it open. They lead Ames 12-2. Game 1 of our doubleheader here at Houston Field, as this is the weekend to celebrate 50 years of Ottumwa softball. Bulldogs celebrating in style to this point. Ashlyn Sheets has allowed 2 runs on 6 hits through 4 innings. She struck out 4, and she has walked 2.
To start off inning 5, Maya Jeffrey.
3, 4, and 5 due up for Ames. Maya Jeffrey, Kyra Anderson, Katie Rieselman. Jeffrey is singled and grounded out. That ground out could have cost Ottumwa another run or 2. She had a ground ball to first. It went off of Weeks, but ricocheted right to Aller, who threw right back to Weeks to end the inning. So a 3-4-3 put out. First pitch here, inside, ball 1. Sheets has needed 91 pitches to get through 4 innings, or 90 pitches. That was number 91. And again, pitch count not the same in softball as it is in baseball, but Ames has really made Ashlyn work tonight, but she's persevered. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. If Ames does not score in this half inning, the game ends. Ottumwa's up 12-2 here in the top of the 5th. Now the 2-0. Ground ball to second, big hop. Aller stays with it. Throw to first low, but Weeks digs it out, and there's 1 away. Boy, there was couple different funky things about that one. Ball hit something in the infield and took a big hop, but Aller stayed down and made the play, but then her throw was low. Sam Weeks, however, dug it out. 1 down for Kyra Anderson. Single in the first inning, lined out softly to first in the 3rd. First pitch from Sheets. On the outside corner, strike 1. NCAA baseball tournament, top of the 4th inning. Iowa now leading North Carolina 3-1. The 0-1 pitch to Anderson, swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Blown away, 1-2. Sheets rocks and fires, 1-2. High, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Pop up and over behind the bag at second is Aller to make the catch for out number 2. Bulldogs are 1 out away from winning game 1. Katie Rieselman, the batter, flew out in the first inning, struck out in the 3rd. (12-2) Ottumwa, 2 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. First pitch. Popped it up. This will be Jocelyn Ware near the bag at second, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Ottumwa wins game 1 in 5 innings by a final of 12-2. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the game 1 totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Game 1 in the books tonight. Ottumwa over Ames in 5 innings by a final of 12-2. For the Bulldogs, 12 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 4 left on base. Ashlyn Sheets, the winning pitcher, now 2-2. Home runs by Ella Aller, a grand slam, her first of the year, and by Emma Strayer, also her first of the year. For Ames, 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, 6 left on base. Sydney Smalley, the loss, now 3-2. The ball game took 1 hour and 36 minutes to complete. Ottumwa improves to 3-4. Ames falls to 6-4. Game 2 coming up in about 20 minutes or so. We're going to take 15 minutes to step aside. On the video side, we'll just end the Game 1 stream, and in about 15 minutes, start up the Game 2 stream. On the radio side, we'll get you an update from Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports, some other messages for you to pay attention to, and then in 15 minutes from now, we'll be back on the air with the pregame for Game 2. Bulldogs win Game 1 12-2. Talk to you in 15 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Get the the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies? Okay.